What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode in our coverage of Dying Light. I realized I said Dead State in the previous episode and I felt like an idiot. Today we're going to be hanging out for a little while and we're going to be doing some side quests. I think that's what I'm going to endeavor to complete during the course of this LP. I think that, well, it's not really an LP, I guess, because I'm not covering like everything right now. From this point forward, I sort of have to cherry pick what we do because there's a whole bunch of things in this part of the game that I'm simply just like not allowed to show you. And so we're going to go do some of the mini quests. Some of the mini quests are off limits, and so anytime that I have to go into my quest log, it pretty much summarizes all of our quests and shows them to you. I'll have to edit that on out, but it'll be alright, I promise. It'll be alright. So we got a couple of zombies over there that are looking at us in a rather hungry fashion. I just ate breakfast, so I'm not that hungry. I can't really sympathize with that position. Let's see if maybe we can check and find Bahir's antizin. I think in the previous episode we had found a guy who had been given junkie antizin, and so we need to try and get that for him so that he doesn't zombify and so that his friends don't blame us for it and get all grumpy because they're like, yo man, you said you were going to save our friend, and then you did not. That's not the best way to keep your word. Hey, what are you doing? Don't try and sneak up on me while I'm trying to get all up in this barricade. I probably should have kicked you into some spikes too. That probably would have worked out a little bit better. Ooh. There we go. Just keep her on the ground and just get that brain all nice and removed. We are using a new weapon right now. I did want to say that I had read your comments since like the second episode, and the hammers down at the bottom are apparently the amount of times you can repair a weapon. I don't know if I'm super stoked about that system. What are they doing? Okay, people had wanted me to test if you could slide kick zombies, and I am pleased to say the answer to that question is yes. It looks like you most assuredly can slide kick a zombie if you want to. There we go. Ooh, we got some like cranial chunks that flew off that first time. We had left her a little bit less cranialitized. Is that a word? Cranialated. There we go. Cranialated. That's the word that I was trying to invent. I believe we're going to go help Bahir, so let's get on that and see what we can do. I don't really like the system where you can only repair your weapons a certain number of times. I find that system to be a little bit... See, it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back for the developers in that regard, because I really, really like the system where you can just repair stuff on the fly.
Go ahead.
We found 4 vials of that fake antizin. Boiling mad.
Yeah, I bet. Let's be here.
He's stable. But if it goes into him 10 minutes later, he won't. This stuff is lethal, Crane. Putting them out of business is your #1 priority.
Right, understood.
When you say put them out of business, do you mean to sell a superior product at a lower price? Are we talking about like putting them out of business in a capitalist sense? Or are you talking about like putting them out of business as in I hit them in the face with a hammer until they are no longer able to ply their wares due to a highly fragmented nature? I get the feeling you're probably leaning towards the second one, but I just wanted to make sure, because when I don't ask these questions, I find that my solutions are sometimes critiqued. Wow, you just got wrecked, homie. You just had a terrible day. Stop moving and just die already. You should have died in the first place. I mean, you're a rabid zombie right now. Let's get ourselves some loot. But yeah, I'm not sure I like the system where you can only repair a weapon a certain number of times. I would actually wish that they would just make it more difficult to repair your stuff, like maybe lower the amount of gears down there at the bottom right, the repair materials, maybe lower that by like 25%, make them a little bit less common so that you have to decide which things to repair, but at the same time it sort of negates the fact, now that you can repair things on the run, I thought that that was an amazing, fantastic system. That was an upgrade. Ooh, I didn't mean to scream off my head like that. I didn't like push a button to scream. It just sort of happened because I fell off a building and it was painful. Let's climb up onto the roof real fast. Yeah. I don't really like the virals. The virals are kind of problematic for us. Is that a dude with a shotgun right there? Oh, no, it's a dude with a hammer. Okay. So I'm going to try not to get myself murdered here by any of the bootleggers for antizin. But yeah, I feel like they should remove that entirely. Like, why can you only repair your items a certain number of times? That means that if you get, like, the ultimate legendary item in the game, it will still break on you eventually, right? So it creates kind of a situation where in Borderlands would it be as much fun to get like the super rare shotguns or anything if they just like broke all the time. And so my suggestion at this point would be that the system was fine where you could just repair your stuff an endless amount of times. I would maybe just make it require more materials to do so that it's still somewhat limited by the fact that you can only get your hands on a certain stuff, but I definitely don't like the fact that everything breaks eventually. Maybe there will be items, there are items that you can't repair. Maybe eventually there will be items that have infinite durability or something, just kind of balance that out. And I just fell off like a 2-story roof and didn't even hurt myself. That's pretty awesome. I've got like major leg day going on if that's the case. No shattered ankles here, no siree. Let's go ahead and, I don't know why we're talking to Sir E. I mean, Sir D is kind of a dick though, so I tend to levy all of my questions to Sir E. I bet I can break that window and then climb through it possibly. Can I swing from right here and do it? Let me see if maybe... Oh. Okay. Well, I was going to try and throw my hammer maybe. There we go, and break that window, because that's, I wanted to get in there for treasure, but I think that that works. No, don't drop the French wrench. Oh, the French wrench is like one of those little spanner doohickeys. I've seen those before. Okay, I didn't know it was called a French wrench, though. Congratulations to the French people on having a wrench that is all yours. I'd be pretty happy right now. I just learned something about the universe, so... Hey, French people have their own wrench, and it's like a little spanny thing, and also quite good for killing Zeds. Oh, man. Jump. Yay! Oh, there was a door right here. I didn't... No, go down this way. No! I didn't want you to climb all the way up. I know that I held down the space bar in kind of a confusing Oh, we could have gone through the first floor, too. Alright. Well, then I guess I'm just doing everything wrong today. Halva, I looked up what that was, and I still have trouble, like, deriving what the flavor would be. It seems like it would be really, really strong. So for people that don't know what halva is, or were kind of questioning it as I was, it's sort of like a Turkish, Middle Eastern dessert, where it's made using roux. And then once you make roux, you mix in, like, almonds and things like that. And so my guess is that it's very, very sweet, like, incredibly sweet. Sweeter than your Nana, but... Let's go over here. No. No! Stop biting me. Oh, get a toothbrush before you bite me, too. I'm gonna kick you into some spikes. I am probably gonna do the same thing to you. Hey, none of that. There's no fighting back here. Okay, so you got kicked into spikes. I just shattered your arm with my super awesome Kilovision. We got an agility level up right there. I do like the fact that they've allowed you to level up your agility by different means than just by standing there, climbing and jumping. I do like that if you have dexterous kills, like kicking people across traps, you get agility XP, and if you just bludgeon them to death, you get strength XP. I like the way that they've divided those two things apart, and so that's one of the things that I've noticed as I've been playing in my free time as well. I've got multiple campaigns running right now. I do like the way that they've gone out of... What is that? I don't even know what that was. It said it was $60-something, but... It looked like it was in some kind of like plastic wrap package. I don't know what that was. Weird. Alright, well, we've got $1,800. That terrible moment when your in-game video character is richer than you are. You'd be like, no! No, video game character, why? I can't relate to you anymore. This guy's gonna try and attack me, ain't he? Something bad's gonna happen right here. Alright.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Yeah, you know we're about to get jumped. Bento. Isn't that a soup?
Yeah, I hear you're selling antizin.
Who told you that? A little bird?
Not just the same person who told me you've been cooking up garbage and putting it in fake vials.
Garbage? My formula is 50 times better than that crap they drop in boxes. Not only does it keep you healthy, it gives you super strength, incredible speed, and laser eyes. I could burn you with one look if I wanted to.
I'm shutting you down, Bento.
Yeah. Yusuf said you tried to make trouble.
Yeah, well, Yusuf was right.
And you're fucking dead!
Ow! Oh, did you just throw a knife at me? Ow! Okay, alright, hold on. There we go. I think the Molotov cocktail might work a little bit better. You know where the Molotov cocktail came from? There was like a guy named Molotov who like led... Oh man, he's up on the roof throwing shit at me. I was gonna say, that's where the damage is coming from. There was a guy named Molotov who said that he was gonna feed the Finns, I think it was. It was the Finnish people. He said he was gonna feed the Finnish people like some bombs or something like that. It was during World War II. And... Wait a minute, I don't know if I'm telling the story correctly. Never mind, we're just gonna go back on it. The pocket lighter. But anyways, the Molotov cocktail was meant to be a drink to go with their meals that they were sending to the Finnish or whoever it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Finns who invented the Molotov cocktail. I'm not totally sure on that though, but I don't remember who they were being invaded by. I would assume it'd be the Russians. I don't know. They seem to have a pretty shaky history with the Russians. But yeah, a guy had said that he was going to feed them bullets, and so the Finns volunteered to offer a... Ooh, did I dropped my good French wrench, didn't I? Alright, so let me take a look at some of these weapons here that we have around. Yep, I handed over my good French wrench, unfortunately. I prefer... I hope they put in a better mouse-based inventory, because every time I have to organize my inventory right now, I find myself using the keyboard to do it, because it's just, like, easier than doing it with the mouse. Like, you can't drag and drop things. Like, it's... Like, you can double-click it, but then you have to, like... See, like, you double-click one, it'll highlight it, then you go to the other side, but you still have to hit enter in order to swap it. So either way, you've got to go, like, down to the keyboard in order to make things work. Is that one better right there? No, the plain hammer is better. What about this claw hammer? It looks like everything we have is actually better than anything that they have on offer. I'll take the extra stuff, like, I don't mind, but we're not going to use it. Throw the water pipe in there. I do like our inventory at the moment. We've got to figure out how we're going to take this guy on the roof real fast. He's probably going to get a couple of free shots, though. Ow. How dare you, sir? Ow. Okay, he can kick, too. Alright. Ah, I tried to dodge him. I've actually never fought humans or anything like semi-intelligent, so I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to do this. Woohoo! Okay, so the dodge seemed to work alright. I'm gonna circle around, come up the stairs. Oh, we could have gone up this way anyways. How is he parrying? And how come I can't parry? I want to parry. Aw, man, can I parry? Parrying sounds super awesome.
Nina, it's Crane.
Yes.
You can tell Brecken that Counterfeit Lab's out of business.
Good work, Crane. That's a big relief. Are you alright?
I'm fine, but Yusuf tipped him off that I was coming.
I was afraid of that. Brecken was going to lock him up, but he'd already slipped out.
Now, if he comes back, I'm gonna have a word with him.
Not if Bahir gets to him first.
Roger that. Crane out.
Alright, I'm pretty happy with where we are right now. Molotov cocktails seem to be a great way to deal with humans and avoid actually having to like fight them in hand-to-hand combat, because they do seem to be pretty proficient at fighting, actually. I'm really surprised at how well the AI held its own against us. Can I guess this unlocked as a safe point now? That's pretty cool. I'll take that. Oh, I want an outdoor garbage chute. Oh man, that's amazing. I hate taking out the trash. I wish I had one of those right there. Although, honestly, once something like broke inside the chute, I bet it would make your whole house smell. Because eventually, like a plastic bag or something's going to break while it's on its way down the chute. But yeah, still pretty cool, and I wish that I had one. Did I already check upstairs? I think we got just about everything out of this place. The zombies are all well aware of the fact that we're dealing with enemies. I'm going to go ahead and drop a cut real quick right here. I've got to actually move things around, and there are certain quests that you're not allowed to like see or read the plot synopsis of. So I just got to make sure that I don't slip up and put any of that on screen. I'll be right back. Okay, and so we're re-signed back up to do another quest. Now this quest I have to skip all the cinematics. We can do the quest, but I can't show you any of the cinematics or any of the conversations. So when I skip those, just be aware that this quest is pretty much off limits aside from doing the content. Like, I'm allowed to do it, I just can't. If any chat comes through, if anything comes through, I've got to censor it all out later on. Ooh, that one's a little bit more Ooh, right here, officer. Ow! I just got clubbed. I don't like that. I understand why SEALs don't enjoy that so much now. I mean, I pretty much understood it before, but I'm just trying to be funny. Oh, hell. They're everywhere. Can I open this? Loot! So there's some sweets in there. I like sweets. This would be a great spot for me to maybe have... Oh, I don't know. Like a... Oh, man, I ran out of Molotovs. Okay, so we have no Molotovs left. I could probably open this, though, right? Yeah, very hard lockpicking, but they're still on me like white on rice. So I think what I'll try and do here... I think I can probably light that over there, although I don't think I have an object that lights anything, so that might actually be more difficult. Easier said than done, basically. You're just gonna stagger into me? Oh, man. He staggered into me in a powerful fashion. That was pretty satisfying. I enjoyed it. Ah! There are like zombies everywhere, so I need to draw them back into a location where I can effectively fight them properly. And I think this might be the spot. It depends if he goes right to left or right when I do that. Ow! So he just powered through that one. Oh, it's because my weapon went ineffective. Alright. Oh, that guy just fell into some spikes. Hey, back up. I'm gonna knock you all over. There we go. So there's a guy into some spikes right there. Repair my weapon real fast. Oh shit, that's terrifying. What's up, Hazmat? Ow! You threw your weapon at me? Damn it. I'm learning all kinds of things I didn't know they could do. Also, how much HP do you have, you bastard? My god. How many times do I have to hit you? There we go. He's finally down. It looked like my weapon went through him right there. I don't know if it actually did, but that's what it looked like to me. Both of you are going straight into the spikes if I can do it. Because the spikes are easier than wasting my weapons trying to kill you. Wow, that is a sizable hole in your leg right there. That seems like it would be really, really painful. At the bare minimum, it seems like it would sting in a number of ways. Okay, so I guess the hazmat guys don't drop anything. It's a shame that that hazmat suit is wasted. We might be able to use it. Then again, we're already infected, so probably not. Grab all the loot off these guys because I know it's going to be worth it. There we go. What did he have? A police baton? Ooh. It's better than my epic weapon. Well, then I'd say get rid of, like, one of these crappy weapons off on the side. Like, my worst weapon is this lightning one right here. It only has one repair left anyway, so I'm probably going to take that. Just drop the lightning pipe. And now that we have a baton, I think we might be able to go through and make the Zajigalka. Yeah, you just need... Oh, we need aerosol. Okay, so I'm going to make the Zajigalka. I swear to God. We also got Pocket Lighter in the previous episode. I thought the Zajigalka or whatever required an edged weapon, but I was looking at it in between episodes. It does not require an edged weapon. I had it mixed up with the 230V. So we can make a water current. We can make the Pocket Lighter if we can find a long knife, but we've got the police baton right now. If we can find the aerosol, we could probably make do of this. So let's do Operation Aerosol for right now. I think I'm going to have a look around and see if maybe we can get our... What's being pinged on our map with that blue radar-y looking thing? Oh, that's the quest. Okay, so I added like a custom waypoint. That's what threw me off. I thought, well, no, there's 2 custom waypoints. That's odd. Is it just like somebody I can talk to? Because it looks like a person that's up on top of the building. I prefer not to waste any of my resources here, so while the zombies run up on me, I'm going to try and find some aerosol because I really sincerely do want to make this Zajigalka before we go any further into the game. Ooh. Okay, that's a pretty good weapon right there. It still degrades a little bit quicker than I'd like, but it'll get the job done. Oh, tried to get a sneak attack going right there, huh? Y'all thought you were sneaky, but you're not. I've got a riot baton. Ooh, this thing deals damage, too. This thing puts zombies away. It wraps them up tight and puts them to sleep. Damn. No, don't even try. There we go. Bash your brains out real quick. You aren't using them anyways. Believe me, I've watched what zombies do in their free time. There is no brain-strenuous work taking place. Intellectually strenuous material, it is not. Did I just break his ribs with, like, a kick? Because that's pretty awesome. Alright, so we got a little bit more cash. I like looting. That's my big problem, is I really, really like fondling all these zombies after we get done killing them, because they all seem to have good loot on them. Is that everybody? Oh man, my right baton's all bent up. What is that? That is nowhere near as intimidating looking now. Crap. Alright, well maybe repair it. That's kind of cool. I love the way the weapons actually get reinforced after you fix them, although the number of times you can fix something. I'm still not a fan of that system. I hope that that changes, because honestly, who wants to have like all their weapons be eventually useless no matter what? At least in Dead Island, the first game, you could like run around and go to town and you could repair things as many times as you wanted. But in this one, they allow you to repair on the fly, but only a limited amount of times. And so you see what I think they've just gone 2 steps forward, 1 step back with that, and I would strongly reconsider that system. I don't think it's that helpful. Who is this?
Hey, I'm Richie Vanderkamp. Obviously, I'm not from this part of town. I'm sure you can tell, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not making any judgments here. I own a PR firm, so believe me, I don't make those kind of mistakes. Best Face Forward, that's my company. We were handling all the PR for the Haran games. TV spots, billboards, radio. I'm telling you, we sold this thing big. I'm talking solid slots in all the major markets, plus 3-hour blocks on ESPN5. Primo, right? I told the premiere, Haran is going to be on the map now, baby. Well, I guess Haran is on the map, all right. What the hell, man? How am I supposed to fix this? It's a disaster. Come to Zombieland and watch your family get eaten alive? You can't smooth that over. Or maybe you could. Yeah, I think we could pull it off. It would take a big campaign, and I do mean big, but that's what I do. That's why you go with Best Face Forward. I don't belong here.
So it's just like a little conversation? That's kind of cool, though. Shit. I was holding the space bar, but apparently he didn't grab onto it. Oh, well. Maybe you have to, like, jump first. Maybe falling doesn't count as, like, a graspable thing you can do. I'll take a power cable. I also saw a loot box up here that we're going to try and grab. I think our weaponry is looking really, really solid right now, though. I mean, all of it's solid because they're blunt weapons, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh, look, we can climb on cloth and what looks like particle board. Apparently, the construction of that awning is far more superior than I thought it was. I have unspent skill points? Well, hell, let's go level up a little bit. What do we have? Agility? What can I do with agility? You can drop kick people, knock down enemies while with a running drop kick. Press space while running to jump. Press E in midair. I already jump kick people all the time, so I think like that's a good plan. You could jump over enemies with... What? Oh my god, there's so many cool abilities in this game. We need to keep leveling up and like see what we can do. Here, we'll go with drop kick. Yes, because I want that very, very badly. And then what we'll do is we'll go over to the skills list. With our power, what can we do? Sturdiness. Your body gets more athletic and you can absorb more damage. Multi-throw. Lock onto 3 enemies with throwing weapons. Hold right mouse. Okay. It's a little bit weird. I don't know. A combat adept. You get better at fighting, gain more stamina, and receive access to a new set of combat abilities. Well, that one seems like it's the best thing for a preview, so let's try it. What did we get? I think these are just like the bare... I think this might be like the bare minimum, and then after you level a bit, you get adept. Yeah, that's what it is. It's labeled on the sides. Okay. I'm pretty... I like 5 premium throwing stars. Where did I get premium throwing stars from? Do you have like an accidental chance to crit when you do this kind of stuff? I would love to, I did want to mention this on a video because it seems to be like a major hanging point for people. The upgrading is disabled. I know that I didn't point this out in one of the earlier videos, but you can't like use it the way that you want to. Here, let me see if I can get up in here. Oh, I'm pressing F5, that's the problem. So let's say that I press F6 right here. You can't click that, which all the other ones you can click. And then if you hold down enter, I'm holding down enter right now, it doesn't work. And I know I keep getting complaints about that with people like saying I can't read or something. I'm like, no, I tried it, I just didn't say anything about it on camera. And I suppose that was my mistake. I should have brought light to the fact that I had tried holding down enter as well. Ooh, big chest, hello. There's always good stuff. Well, it's not locked, never mind. How good could the stuff be in it if it's not locked? It's kind of like the, we can swap in a gas pipe, and it's not better than any of the stuff we have. Not really interested. I think, it looks like we got a, I think I need a few more medical kits actually. I've been taking a lot of damage, so I think what I might try and do, ew, we slid in medical slop. That's not fun. You ever slid in medical slop before? It brings sadness to me. It's just like, no. They got a tin can, some household supplies. Damn, I really need that aerosol wherever it's at. That sounds like it's something biblical. And he walked through the air of Saul. And the air of Saul was seen to be good. Let's go back over. Oh, look, we've got a clinical visitor. Now he's clinically dead. I mean, he was already clinically dead because he's a zombie, but you get what I mean. It's official now. More household supplies, just in case you'll be holding any houses anytime soon. Alright, well, I'm interested in exploring around and having a bit of fun with the game because as of right now, I do really feel like we're coming to an end. I've got a list of like where the game ends, and it's right after we do this next quest for the GRE, the airdrop. That's where the demo ends for the press thing, and I'd really like to explore a bit more. And so if you're all on board with me, I'll probably continue putting out episodes for a little while just so we can explore the world and have a bit of fun. What's he got? A spanner? Okay, they'll throw it at me though if I'm not careful. Looks like we got another medical clinic over here. Can they come through the windows, or like, can they get in here somehow? I hope not. Anyways, I don't know if they're smart enough to go around. They might figure it out, but we need this aerosol, so... Oh yeah, he was smart enough, ain't he? Alright. Well, if he was smart enough to go through, I'm just gonna... Oh really, I kicked him to death. He tripped and fell over a desk. Ooh, as his final hurrah in this life. It almost seems like you would have to write a funny headstone for that, like if you slipped and fell over a desk, somebody and then you died, somebody would have to write a limerick about that and put it on your gravestone. I would allow it. I've always wanted, like, it might sound a bit morbid, but when, like, did I say morbid? That's like morbid for a Mormon. And anyways, I always found it to be a bit morbid, but, you know, when I go, I want my gravestone to be funny, so that, like, people going through the, like, cemetery feeling all sad about stuff, they'll see my headstone and just be like, ah, that guy was hilarious. Alright. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Grab the Ducata tape. Oh yeah, we haven't dropped... Wait, did I take the drop kick? I don't... Yeah, I did. I took the drop... Ooh. Get ourselves a blade. I'm gonna drop kick this lady right here. Hold on. Maybe I have to sprint and jump? Oh, okay, but you fall down afterwards, but I got this. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my god. I enjoyed that way too much. That was way... Is that a knife? No. Well, now you just... No, it's a pipe. Never mind. I think some of the weapons aren't actually in the game yet. Like, I think the edge weapons might still be being worked on. There we go. We'll get rid of her in that way. This lady over here, I'm gonna... Wow, they get some distance off that. Did that set her on fire? Oh, hell yeah. So you can use that as like an awesome combo beginner. Not a combo breaker, but definitely a combo beginner. And it looks like it does a decent amount of damage, too. Yeah, if we ever do a playthrough, I apologize now, but I'm gonna be drop-kicking people like left and right. I'm gonna be drop-kicking people all day long. That was one of my favorite abilities in Dead Rising, too, where you just drop-kick people, just blah, and get rid of them. I think... Left for bread. I didn't see that before. That's awesome. I love that. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do right now is I might break off this episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for... Oh, man, I was going to drop kick you into some spikes. You want me to do... Alright, anyways, I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.